Hello and welcome to another episode of the Smash Accept podcast. I'm your host, Michael Royer. You can find me on Twitter at DynastyDadFF, joined as always by my main man at FFSnoog. And you see the man, the myth, the legend, Brandon there in the host chair. You know it's Trade Show Tuesday, baby. You see the supers on the left, comment hashtag signed up for the website on the right. Trade Show Tuesday, this is what it's all about. You know, like we are, honestly, the website's been going absolutely amazing. We're almost at 2,000 subs. The YouTube page, we are less than 100 away from hitting 10K. If we do that, we'll do something crazy. That's been our goal. And in the last month has just been phenomenal. Boot, congratulations on everything on the website. We're just getting started, but this is something where 1 week in to get this many subs is just really a testament to what you've done and the brand that we've built here.
Dude, you know, I think it's a testament to our community, and it's just been unbelievable, the support, the chats that I'm getting. Thank you so much to everybody that's been a part of it, you know, and Dad, I was talking to you the other day and we had our Monday call, and I was like, you know what the scary part is? We have just begun. You know, this it's only been developing for, you know, the last 5 or 6 months. I was just telling you guys before the show, I've got 10 new features that like I'm in the process of building as we speak right now. I've got one or two that will probably hit in the next week or so, and they're game-changing features. So it's like if you've gotten in now at like what you know the first tier or the second tier, I can tell you right now it's never going backwards. There's only going to be more resources. But you know the truth is, Dad, it's like the connection that we have to the community, all of the people, you know, talking to us, and really it's not just the features, guys. It's not just the tools. It's the chat. It's the one-on-one. It's the community that really brings this all together. And I think makes the Smash brand stick out. And I'm really proud to be a part of that.
Yeah. And Snoog, our first super chat, it's not for the love of the game. It's for the love of the website. So
that's a good one.
Let's get this thing fired up. Tonight's show, what we're going to do, just so you guys see on the left there, 30 is going to get 30 super chats. We're going to do a roster review for free. That's a $50 value. 40, we're going to give away a spot to draft with Snoog and maybe myself, Boot. We don't even know who's in there yet, but it's going to be great. 50, this is the last time we're going to do these other two. 50 and 70, we're going to give away 3 months of the page, not the Patreon, I'm so used to that, of the website, or 6 months. That's 6 months. That's a $180 prize. We're not going to do this again. This is going to be the last one because today is Prime Day. I went out there and I ordered a whole crap load of ramen, and then I got this bad boy. Look at this. Ghost Bubblicious Strawberry Gum.
Wow.
This thing here. If you remember these, like when you were in elementary school, they only lasted for about 6 seconds of flavor, but they were so good. This can taste like that. So if you guys haven't tried this, tag me on a Ghost post because we're working on a promotion right now. Here we go.
So here we go, boys. Trade one, Zach Smith. Thanks so much, brother. The SmashAcceptFF.com. That's where you find us. Like Dad said, guys, before we get started, we're like 120 people from that 10,000 subscriber. Just all you got to do is click the subscribe, click a like, make a comment, guys. It helps us so much. We appreciate you. Let's get started. Tried to insulate Hampton into Judkins and Hendo in a 27 first, but couldn't. Would you sell for 105 and a mid 27 first, Dad? Would you sell them?
Absolutely. So first off, you know, shout out to Zach Smith. He used the actual website. Guys that are on there, we are answering questions in the chat section in the 2 higher, you know, setups. If you guys come in for free, sign up for Smash Elite, Smash, you know, go all the way to the top because we're going to give you the premium access. We're going to make sure we're answering questions for you. And he asked me, we did a roster review, and I said, listen, you're a rebuilding team. I said, I've seen trades where you can trade Omarion Hampton, who's obviously rocking the blue. We all got blue today. Snoog's got the Chargers jersey. You know, the men in blue are back. But Judkins and Hendo, one of those 2 guys and the 27 first is perfect. He said, I couldn't get that done. Would you sell for the 105 and the mid 27 first? The 105 was Jadarian Price. I'm doing it. You know, like if I'm rebuilding, you take the swings, you know, and I think a mid 27 first next year is going to be skyrocketing. That 105, whether that's Tyson or Price, they're going to go up in value. So I think this is the way to do it. Maybe you get an extra 27 second thrown on there. Maybe you try to sweeten it up, but I think that's the best way to get this deal done, Snoop.
It's tough. It all depends who you have as that 105. Like to me, my 105, who I'm probably going to get there, is my 103. So it's Lemon, right? So I'm getting a guy there that I'm a lot higher on and a mid 27 first. In that case, I would do it. If you're a big Price guy, if you're a big Tyson guy, if you're a big Mendoza guy, whoever it is there, if you're confident in that guy, if you're higher on him than that, and you get that mid 27 first attached, I'm fine doing it. But Dad, after the last show we just did on Omari and Hampton, it's like all the pieces are aligned for him to have that massive season. It's hard to sell him right now. If I can get Judkins or Hendo with that first, I'm doing it all day. But it feels a little bit light for me with the Price side here. So I'm going to take the Hampton side, but I can see the vision.
Well, my thought process here is when you rebuild, you're building it out before you build it up. There's going to be an opportunity to sell both those assets, and that 27 first is going to go up. Yes, I mean, Omarion Hampton could be fantastic, but he's got an ADP right now, this like early third startup. The most he can go is late second. Like he would have to literally blow the world up. He's not going to pass Genty. He's not going to pass Love. So the highest he's ever going to go is a mid second, where you have Price or whoever he gets there at 105, who's going to increase in value. That 27 first is going to be worth a fourth. You're building it out. Omarion Hampton's not a way to like get those points. What I would love to see is take that trade and then trade the 105 for another 27 first plus a 27 second. Now you're completely liquid of points. Now you're not getting anything from Hampton. You're getting two firsts and a second. Before we move on to trade two, guys, on the right-hand side, comment hashtag signed up. If you're already on the website, we want to give you an opportunity to get a chance to get into Smash 24, get a roster review, or get a little bit of money back because we're here. We want to promote that, get that in there as much as we can. Snoog, we're not going to do all of them. I'll hit a couple of them as we go because last time you were frantically just typing away. We got this.
I love it. Trade two. Sam Hellman, Twitter, man. Thanks so much for joining us. Neighbors or Tetaroa, late 27 first and an early 27 second. Snoog.
I'll take Tet. I told this to someone actually today in the Discord. Like, to me, a late 27 first to most people is probably a mid. All it takes is one or two injuries. It ends up being 106 instead of the 111. I've personally gotten screwed myself by selling my 27 first or 26 first or 25 first, whatever year it was, thinking, oh, my team's unstoppable. I'm going to get the 112, 111. And it ends up being like 104, 105. It's happened to me. You get the injury bug and then you can't really do anything about it. So, and that early 27 second, Dad, if that's 201, we call that 113. So I'll take the Tet side here if I'm rebuilding. If it's an 8 or 10 team league, I'm going to take Neighbors side because you always want the elite studs there. But 12, 14 team league, rebuilding, trying to build it out, I think that Tet side's pretty good value with what you can do with that late 27 first. I've seen him. You'd be able to buy Zay Flowers, Chris Olave, Devontae Smith, guys like that. So I think you get a pretty good haul there.
This is 2 for 2. I completely disagree. I think Malik Neighbors is a totally different stratosphere than Tetaroa McMillan.
100%.
At a late 27 first. We just had a show last week that had that where we were both like, no, it's Neighbors. I'm not worried about Neighbors at all. I know I'm buying everywhere I possibly can. The trade calculator has this firmly on the Neighbors side because he's one of those guys that's an elite level asset that you just can't buy. You shouldn't have an opportunity to buy, where just the same token as you saying that late could become mid, that early 27 second could also become mid. So it's a guessing game, but I mean, unless I'm rebuilding, I want the Neighbors side. And if I'm rebuilding, I think I still want the Neighbors side because if he starts out on the pup list, he doesn't score any points for you. I mean,
what's Tet worth to you? Would you pay two mid to late first for Tet?
No.
I'd say market wise, that's probably what he's worth. That was like a 27 and 28 first, right?
No,
I mean, he's going in like the early to mid third of startups right now. So do you think? So like in my head, I'm saying, well, I'll own Tet for probably 30 minutes and then I ship him off for a pair first. So I get 3 first and an early second for Neighbors out the door. See you later. I'd take that all day.
Yeah,
that's my thought process.
If you get the 2 first, and that's a great thing that you brought up there. I like that. Is 26 values are not 27 values. The day your draft was over, the numbers changed, right? Because people said, well, Dad, you said Jamar Chase was worth, 3.5 first, not 3.5, 27 first. You said Malik Neighbors worth, or Tetaroa McMillan was worth 2 first, not 2 mid to early 27 first. You have to look at the context of that class. And I think the 26 class was so bad. when we had those ideas on there where we're like talking about those late firsts, it changes a lot. In 27, that's going to be Nick Marsh. That's going to be a couple other guys. So I understand what you're saying there. Let's see if we can get on the same page. And this is what's fun about the trade show.
Yeah,
sometimes
like
people say, you know what, Dad and Snoog sing Kumbaya too damn much. You know, like, Boot, break the tie on this one. You take it, Neighbors or Ted Arroyo quick.
Yeah, I mean, before that, guys, wouldn't it be amazing if like we had a feature or someone had a feature that like simulated these drafts or simulated these seasons so you actually could predict what that late or what that early with variance would be in your league?
It sounds
We
like
might have something. We might have
That's
something coming to you
cool.
soon. If you stay, wouldn't it be cool to like simulate 1,000 drafts to see like where that actually would land with injury variance, with trade variance? I don't know. Something cool might be coming, might not. Stay tuned. I'm gonna break it. It's Neighbors. It's not even close. I have Tet in a ton of leagues. I can't sell him for 2 firsts.
I can't either.
I can't even get a 27 and 28 first. So it's like I just don't. Snoog, in a perfect world, if you could do that, I'm totally on the Snoog side. But in reality, I know you can't do that. And Neighbors by the end of the season could be like the one top 3 startup pick next year. So I gotta go with my guy. Trade 3, Luke J 288 website. Love seeing that. Josh Downs. I've gotten a ton of stuff on Josh Downs, man. So this is a great one. Josh Downs in a mid 27 second or late 27 first. Snoog, I see you. Are we ringing?
We're ringing. Take any of those type of guys.
Never trade a first down to a second for a lesser player like this. Like Josh Downs, and I see some people saying, well, he could be worth a first. No, absolutely. There's 0% chance the way Josh Downs has started out his career, he would have to put up a 2,000-yard season. You know, like it's just not going to happen. And I never want to see somebody take a late 27 first and tear down to a mid 27 second and add a Josh Downs. Like maybe you add a Josh Jacobs, maybe you add a, you know, something like that, where someone's going to win you your league. But that's late 27 first can buy you so much right now. I mean, it can buy you Saquon, it can buy you ETN, it can buy you from the wide receivers, it can buy you Devonta Smith. Where, I mean, do you want Devonta Smith or do you want Josh Downs in a random second? I mean, you know, like there's no reason to trade that 27 first down. The other way, do it all day. Take that 27, package it up to a non-turd sandwich, but a guy I'm trying to move, and get up to a first. Do that 100%. I have never started Josh Downs in a fantasy league. I will never start Josh Downs because he's a wide receiver 6 on your team if you built your dynasty league right. I mean, I'm not bashing him, but like there's guys like that.
The one caveat though, the one caveat that I would say is if you're coming off a championship and you just smacked your lead by 200, 300, 400 points and it's your late 27 first, which you know is likely going to be the 112, and you're looking at the other person's team and it's looking like the 201. If you can make that type of trade and get a free Josh Downs, that's the only scenario. But it would be my pick, knowing that I have a juggernaut of a team and I'm looking at this person's team and I know for a fact that they don't have their first. There's no way that they can claw back and get anything more than the 202. Then you're 2 spots different. I'm thinking about it, but I'd still probably go with the late first.
Devil's advocate there. I mean, if you beat everybody by 200-300 points, if you ever going to start Josh Downs like that, I understand what you're saying there.
But
I'm holding that late
for me to trade for future.
And this is what Snoog and I talk about all the time. And I love that insight, and I love different opinions because we're having that rocking, and it's like the numbers are just rolling up because people are talking. But to me, it's like I look at this and I say, worst case scenario, let me sit with that late 27 first until week 8, 9, 10. And then I'm like, oh, I need a running back. Let me go buy Kyron Williams and win a championship, where Josh Downs is not going to be that guy. We were up to 13 super chats already, so it's cooking. We always do our first 5 before we start, but let's hit up the next one here from Brandon Lopez.
Let's go. Brandon Lopez, website. Keep them rolling in. Thanks for the request here. So we've got Emeka, Warren, 107, late 28 first, and a 27 second, or Gibbs. Dad, is it always Gibbs?
No. Like,
Not on
Snoog,
this one.
So listen, this
way
one
too
came
much.
through.
I told him no.
I told him no. I said it's at least a second. I said it's probably the late 28 first, too much.
That's a haul.
I mean, what you're able to do with this particular trade, unless this is like an 8-team league, it's not hashtag always Gibbs here, you know? And he's like, I need Gibbs. I'm going to pair him with Bijan. Look at my team. I'm like, you're going to absolutely destroy. But at the same time, I mean, you're giving up Emeka, Warren, Concepcion, late 28 first, 28 7 second. I get that they're all late. I mean, I said I'm fine with it. Like, I think the value is clearly on
in an
the
18
Emeka
for
side.
sure.
But no, it's not. It's a 12-teamer, but he's got the team. He's got the team. He said, if I don't trade for Gibbs, my opponent and the other guy at the top will. I mean, Snoog, how much does that play into it when a guy, let's say Boot is like he is rebuilding in Smash 20 and he goes, guys, Gibbs is for sale. You and I are both going back and forth. I mean, once the trade's there, it's there. Like, do you want to mess up on Gibbs? Do you want to lose out? Having Bijan and Gibbs, you and I talked backstage a couple days ago. If you have both of those guys, you might as well lock up the championship. You're going to get 700 points.
Yeah, your team's going to have to be like historically bad to have Bijan and Gibbs and not win the championship. Like, I think there's a real world those guys, and especially in 0.25 point per carry, combined for 850, 900 fantasy points this year, and even more. Like, these guys have like 450 plus point upside in that format. So it's tough. It is always Gibbs, but like in these scenarios where you're just giving up everything possible, I mean, that's a top 5 dynasty tight end, a top 12 to 15 wide receiver, a 107 who's Casey Concepcion, another top 24 to 25 wide receiver, a late 28 first and a 27 second. Drop the 28 first, throw him a 28 second, I'm in. Drop the 107, throw him a second, I'm in. It just feels like a first too rich. Maybe a little bit more than that too rich, but it's hard to not take Gibbs there.
Yeah, I see where you're at. I mean, it's so much value there, Boot. I mean, I know you've baked that into the calculator on trades like this. I mean, this one here, I know you've made it so it's like, if you're trading a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs, you need to overpay like crazy. The calculator did take the Emeka side because this is a pretty heavy overpay. Talk to me a little bit about how that's baked in and different than other people's calculators real quick, and then tell me which side you'd rather have.
Yeah. So I mean, our calculator, this doesn't have any of the, you know, what Dad would call like shit sandwich type of stuff. So our calculator is built where like where a trade like this, it doesn't even calibrate, you know, a late second, you know, for a premium asset. When I define premium asset, someone that's over like 8,000 points. Gibbs is, I think, 18,000 points on the calculator. So I think we've made it so the high end guys, like, we just don't want to see you guys get ripped off. We'd rather have it on the Gibbs side a little bit too far and make it a little bit harder to trade. You guys got to use your like calibration too. Like, if the calculator's off 1,000 points and it's a good deal for you and you have Gibbs, you can still make that trade. That's no problem at all. But we are siding on the elite assets. Josh Allen. If I'm telling you right now, if you are trading Josh Allen and it says fair trade on our calculator, you need to make that trade. Like, that's
100%.
Okay.
Guys, we are 16 supers in. We're not matching the energy of the ghosts yet. Snoog, we need to wake you up. Your Boots got his going. Let's step the energy up. Let's have some fun and let's get this thing going.
Let's go, boys. We trade 5. We've got Neem from the Discord. And by the way, just so everyone knows, the Discord is still, it's a package as part of the website. So that's the most important part of our community and part of our connection, is being able to talk to you guys every day in the Discord. That's never going away. I know we are getting that question, so everyone knows. Love the site. The calculator's great. It helped me make this deal. Jefferson and Walker for Tet in a late 27, 28 first. Snoog, did he make the right deal?
That's a good trade. I think the way you can look at it is, you know, J Jeff equals Tet in a first, and then Walker is probably worth more than that late first. So I'd take the J Jeff side here personally, but I think it's fair. Like, I don't think anyone got taken to the woodshed. It's good value, but I think especially 0.25 point per carry, like, you got to get a 27-1 plus 2 minimum for Walker at least. J Jeff's worth like 2.5 to me, so a little bit light. Maybe a pair of seconds in there gets it done for me. But Dad, what do you think here?
Oh, I'm taking the Jefferson side and not even debating it like that. That's a smash. Yeah. I got this comment here from Sam Hallman, who we just did his trade. He said, "Thanks for the response. You guys used to be a secret. Now I think the whole league watches Smash Accept to the moon. Guys, finally, we made it. Like we've been saying that we're like the best kept secret. Someone's like, dude, you guys used to be such a secret. And we offer things in the website where we're like, dude, if you get your friends to sign up, you get an $8.99 credit per person. Like if you're in there, if you need help, we'll do it. But like you get credit. And guys are like, no, I'm good. Like I don't want $9. I don't want people knowing what I'm talking about. But I'm like, I want to share it with my brothers, but like everybody else in there, they're like, I think we're good. Like I don't really want the rest of my league mates knowing about it. And that tells you what we're building over there. So let's hit up our super chats. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Dad, on that, if you refer one of your friends, you get a credit of whatever that friend signs up at. So if they sign up at $8.99, you get the $8.99. If they sign up at $24.99, you get the $24.99 credit, regardless of what tier. If you're at the $8.99, that just got you 3 months for free. Awesome. If they sign up for $34.99, you get that $34.99 credit. We're not going to do that forever. It's probably just going to last for the next 3 weeks, guys. The site, I don't know, Dad said it in the beginning of the show, it's still free. Like if you're watching this show right now, you just go to the top of the site, you click launch, and you sign up with that. You can sign up for any tier that we have right now for free, and you can just cancel it if it's not providing the right value. When it provides the right value, you can thank me and the boys later when you kick all your friends' asses. So please sign up for the site, guys. I promise you won't regret it.
Love it. This super chat here is awesome from Crowlow_EXE. Shout out to my brother doing big things. I'm proud of you, Snoog. I love you. Is that your actual brother?
It's my actual brother. He actually just got married He just got married last week. So he just got married. Let's give him a little cowbell on the show, Dad, for getting married.
Let's go.
I'm proud of him. He's done a lot more bigger things than me recently. Marriage is probably one of the biggest moments of your life. So shout out to him.
And he just joined the website, which is going to save his marriage. So I mean, we're here trying to continue to help that. Love of the game here from Gun Bunny. If you have a question, a comment, I'm going to go through and kind of look through there. Appreciate the super. Go ahead, Boot. It's all you.
So we got the Ham 7, man. Thanks for the super chat. The Goats, let's go. By the way, tell Snoog he's up. Snoog, you got it.
I feel like Snoog, you're always drafting. Like, what the hell? How many leagues are you in, man? How are you? Dude, you guys are savages.
This is my seventh
Smash
startup
24
this month.
Who's commission in Smash 24? Is it
I commission everything. What are you talking about?
So you're gonna be
I'm tired of it though. I'm tired of it. But here we go. Next one here, traded away Laporta and Trey Harris for Ibuka, Ayuk, and once you said Ibuka, that's it. You crushed that one. I kill
everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Free absolutely everything else. Go ahead, Boop.
Yo, so we got at Barrow 16. Thanks for the super chat, man. 12 team super flex, 6-point passing, 1.75 tight end primo, 0.03 PPC. I don't see that a ton. That's super juiced running backs. My RBs are JT Cook, Chase Brown, Henry, Judkins, Henderson. Your league can just kiss their ass goodbye right now. Would you move Trevor Lawrence and Travion Henderson for Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Always.
With that running back crew?
Now,
oh my God.
Dude, guys, now we're starting to pick up. We're picking up. Also, my mom just sent this in. This is me as a child with my Nirvana poster, my Bubblicious. She sent it in. That's me in that Hornets starter jacket. You know what I mean? That was iconic. I gotta admit, I'm not sure the Backstreet Boys poster was actually up, but the rest of it pretty iconic and pretty on par.
That's exactly
I like that.
how I picture you.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Dude, I did look like that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's awesome, man. That looks it's amazing. So we've got P-Spin 1923. Thanks for the super chat. Hypothetically, interesting way to start. If someone who resembles Snoog, but is definitely not Snoog, wants a 27, what is that? Like a
27 first.
First, okay. 27 first.
Startup.
The one there.
What's your
in
price?
A startup, what's your price, Dad? Boot. Snoog, what's your price? Or
go ahead.
Dad, what's your price?
He doesn't want me to answer.
Yeah.
It's an early fifth.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say, yeah, I'd want a fifth if I'm trading at 27 first. Fifth.
Yeah,
mid to late.
I'm always
it's tough.
I'm always trying, like, I'm letting the draft. I'm always looking at guys. I'm a psychopath with looking at someone's team. So I usually try to calculate it as a 27 like late first, and I think a 27 late first is worth like a 6th to 7th personally. I think an early to mid is worth like
Let's
a
play a
late
game.
4th to 5th.
You ready, Dad? Let's play a game.
Let's play it.
Harold Fannin.
What? He's a tight end.
Him in the
What's our
first.
game?
Him in the
Okay.
first.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm in a startup, I mean, I'm going to take
0.75
Fannin, but then I'm going to take Fannin.
Tucker Kraft.
Kraft.
Cam Ward.
Ward.
Devontae Smith.
That's even.
Jordan Love.
The first.
Scatabo.
The first. It depends on what your build is. I mean, that's
those
where,
guys
like,
all went in like the mid to early 6th, which is kind of crazy.
Well,
I think
that's what I'm talking
0.25 juices running back so much where everyone else falls, though.
Yeah, too much context.
By the way, guys, I just want to share this. You know, we'll make a post, you know, for this later. Tune into my show tomorrow at 9 p.m. Adam from South Harmon is coming on. We're actually going to do startup mastery with war. So you guys, you know that I follow wins above replacement and how to use wins above replacement to master drafts based on your settings. Adam is the like OG. Adam and Scott Connor are like the dudes that like created this for, you know, the fantasy community. He's going to be on tomorrow for an hour, and we're going to be diving through how to master using war to kick ass in startup drafts. That's at 9 p.m. tomorrow. We'll share the link with you just to plug that for tomorrow. But we've got Jackson Go Forth. Thank you, brother. I'll be waiting for this tomorrow at work. Let's go. Nice.
All right, love it.
Savage.
Tyler.
Hey, we got Tyler's killing it. He said traded BTJ and Bijan for Judkins, Bird, and 4 firsts and 2 seconds. Okay, all right. I don't even.
Yeah.
I mean, Bijan's worth 3.5, but 4. You absolutely like, murdered him there. You know, like that's a wild one there. Go ahead, Boot.
We got Arvel Goat. Thanks for the super chat. Got Cam with a late 27 first and a late 28 first.
Hell yeah.
Hampton. Wow.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Great deal,
Ward's value is only going to continue to go up here. We got Hank Schrader's Minerals. Love that name. Love that gift. That's perfect. You're absolutely killing it. Yeah, we're going to check through to see if you have any for the love of the games there. Mike Woodley, he always drops in the TST. That's Trade Show Tuesday. Just traded Rico in the 112 for a mid-27 first, mid-27 second. Absolutely killed that. Now 327 first, 428 seconds. Snoog, you need to wake up over there, man. You're yawning big show.
Dad,
I need better trades.
Or something.
I need better trades. I need these super chats. Like, let's get some good trades. These are all cowbells.
Let's go. I'll get you something fired up real quick. We already got 100 new subscribers since we've been doing the show. We're over 9,900. We're less than 100 away.
Dude, that's legit.
The big 10,000.
Wow.
That'll fire Snoog up. Let's see if we can hit it tonight. Snoog, it's your boy. Holy smokes. Let's go. Holy smokes. 27. This will fire Snoog up. I guarantee it. 27 late first. Chris Bell or Cam Ward and QJ, 12-team Superflex. Snoog.
Give me Cam Ward. QJ over Chris Bell. Cam Ward over a late 27 first. I'm actually really finding myself wanting to buy into Quentin Johnson a lot right now.
Hell yeah.
Justin Herbert's just like the most fantasy-friendly QB there is. Mike McDaniel's most fantasy-friendly offensive coordinator there is. What is Quentin Johnson? He's big, he's fast, he's athletic, and he wins downfield. Match made in heaven with Mike McDaniels. The guy can't catch a football 2 feet in front of him, but he can get open downfield. He's going to get plenty of opportunities.
Snoog signed 2 guys up for the meal. My man Jay Paris 16. He calls us the Dons of Dynasty. Get him on there. And let's get your brother Crollo_EXE in here. Love how many of you guys are really dropping it off. I mean, so many. Let's get this one on here. Cash me out FF. Love that. You guys are just killing it right now. This is funny. Dad and Snoog disagree. Someone separate mom and dad. You know, sometimes
they got me.
You got it. We get our son in here to kind of get it going. So, guys, so many comments. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any of you guys. Boot, you're on the clock for your derby. 3 to 9 available. I love how guys just come in here and they're just like, all right.
I was just gonna say that. I'm gonna do my show first, and then I'm gonna let you guys know. But Dad, I had something for you real quick on that. I've been getting this question a lot from people. Do you think there's a chance that QJ outperforms Lad McConkey this year? Is that fairy tale land, or is the way
Fairy
that he
tale
was in
land,
the
but it
beginning of
could.
the season with Mike McDaniel? Is there any scenario that happens?
It'd be shocking. It's not impossible.
Touchdowns. He's got to have 10, 12 touchdowns to even consider that. You know what I mean? I think Lad's probably going to get 130 plus targets. Like he's going to be the guy dominating over the middle. I think it's just ultimately you look at the number of weapons there with Gadsden now and Njoku. Trey Harris is still going to be in the mix. I think everybody's going to get theirs, but it's going to be Hampton and Herbert through the roof. You know, like those two guys are the ones that are going to benefit the most, in my opinion.
Sure.
So I'm buying Lad, but I mean, what do you pay for Quentin Johnson these days? A pair of thirds? Like he's not even a second. You know, he goes really late in startup. So, you know, I think he's definitely a good value. And Trey Harris, I think Trey Harris's yards per route run. If you see Lad McConkey go down to injury, Trey Harris is going to absolutely eat. Like he is a phenomenal wide receiver, just hasn't gotten a ton of opportunity there with Keenan last year. Now I think he's going to get a shot this year.
Agreed. Love that plug. We got AMG here, man. Thanks for the super chat. Tight end premium 12 team top contender Loveland and Cook or McBride and ETN, Stu?
Loveland and Cook all day. James Cook, league winner. Loveland could flip McBride this year with a big, massive year. Probably not. McBride's going to dominate, but Loveland's like 6-7 years younger. ETN, love ETN. I really want them to cut Kamara, though, for ETN to thrive.
If that was like Saquon and McBride, I would do it. But Cook's so much higher over than ETN.
So much higher.
Love it. Troy, be thy name, man. I love it. Fellas looking sharp in the matching blue shirts. You know, we didn't plan that. I don't know how the hell it happened. Great minds think alike, right, Dad?
Yeah, it's Scott Fishbowl season, so I'm rocking my OG Scott Fishbowl 9 from the Sega, you know, kind of get it going.
You're in that this year, aren't you, Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I wish we got into that. Gulliam, thanks for the super chat. 12 team super flex trade Tyson, my guy, for Corum and Jadarian Price. Dad, did he make a good deal?
0.25 PPC. It's not that bad. I do prefer Tyson here, but there's a real scenario where, given Kyron Williams' situation, if Kyron Williams goes down to injury, Corum could take over and just dominate. You know, like Corum, Jonathan Brooks, and Jackery Krosky-Merritt are three guys that I'm like highly invested in as a premium insurance running back. I do think this is Tyson, but I think it's very fair. 0.25 PPC. If you look at my last draft, I have 12 running backs and 4 wide receivers. I'm going running back heavy. And I think Jadarian Price, if this is 0.25 PPC, does outscore Jordan Tyson this year. So if you're rebuilding, it's still Tyson. But if you're contending, I think Price is going to outscore Tyson, and Corum could be a potential league-winning stash.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance Tyson could be a top 12 receiver this year. So I don't know.
Yeah. This year,
it's crazy. Tyson's lighting it up, man. Jadarian Price is taking secondary snaps right now. I know it doesn't mean shit, but to George Halani, I don't know, man. I'm not saying that Halani's going to be the
no. I know.
Halani's going to cut into Halani's going to cut into Jadarian Price's stuff this year, and I think Tyson, man, who knows with Olave and his injuries, man, he could easily Suggs freaking chucking the ball. Tyson looks unbelievable. I could see him as a top 15, top 12 receiver. That's just my take. What do I know? Doty, my guy, bro. This is my man. Great way to chime in. So we got, what's up, boys? 12 team, start 10, super flex, 4 passing touchdowns, PPR, 0.5 tight end premium. Would you trade Bowers and Caleb for Chase, T-Law, and Brees, Dad?
No.
Man, no.
Bowers and
close.
Caleb.
Hold on a second. Close. I'm taking Chase over Bowers, but I'm not.
For sure.
4-point passing touchdown.
If Brees was Judkins, I'd smash it. It needs to be like James Cook or JT, like someone just slightly better.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Bowers side, but it's really close. Like
you're on the Bowers side.
I'm on the Bowers side, but it's really close because it's just 0.5. 12
Chase over Bowers. 10. You wouldn't take T-Law and Brees over Caleb?
Yeah, actually, I would. I think I'm going Jamar Chase. That 0.5 tight end. It really depends on who your other tight end is. Like if I have McBride or Loveland, Bowers is such a difference maker there. If I have another tight end that I can fill in with, I'm perfectly fine. I think that means a lot. You know, I don't think people pay enough attention to that. And Stripe just says, for the love of the game, Boot, you're up in the derby. He'll draft, guys. I promise. You know what I mean?
Are going to have to wait.
Like, we all are sitting there. We all have different things that we have after the show. I'm going to rewatch House of Dragons. Episode 1 was phenomenal. It was so good. It was so good. And now you see us in the show. You know what I mean? It's looking good. They made my beard a little bit more Viking-ish, a little bit more full there. I like it a lot. You know, so if you guys, hey, we're
you gotta send me that picture.
Our guys don't miss on the back end. Vinny Lopez,
so sick, man. Vinny Lopez. Rebuilding and already snagged 227 first. Sold off most of my team. Trying to trade Rome. Should I pair ETN and a tier up or sell for picks? Snoog, what do you think you should do here?
Snag 227 first, sold off most of my team. Trying to trade Rome. Should I pair with ETN and try
pairing Rome and ETN together?
Sell Rome.
Yeah.
Sell Rome for a 27 first. Sell ETN plus for a 27 first. If you can't get it, sell them straight up for a 28 first. That's the way I would do it. I don't know. I mean, package them and try to get a 27-1 plus a 28 first if you can, maybe. But
I think he's more saying, should I take Travis Etienne and Rome Odunze and buy an elite level wide receiver to create a running back void? So if you take Etienne and Rome and you get yourself up, maybe add a little bit to get to Neighbors or get yourself, you know, a Drake London, where when you're rebuilding, it's great to get first. Yeah. But I mean, let's just call it what it is. Nobody's trading them. Nobody's trading them. No one's giving up 27 first. So you got to get creative. And if you only have 2 27 first, that's fine. If one of them becomes Jeremiah Smith, you win the whole dang thing anyways. So what you do is you take Rome, you package them up with ETN, you take off both those points, you go and you buy a Drake London, a Malik Neighbors, and then now you have one guy scoring points instead of 2. Yeah. And then when you get that key injury, Chris Olave gets injured, you trade Neighbors for Chris Olave in a first, because that's when in season, people will trade first. Right now, no one. Let's just be honest. No one's trading the 27 first. Every trade you ask for, and this has been driving me nuts. This is a new thing that I'm experiencing everywhere. And if you guys do, hit it in the comments. But it's like you make a trade offer that's really close. The guy goes, throw your 27 first in and we'll call it a deal. You're like, the hell's going on? I say no throw in. Like we're not talking about mud flaps for your car. We're talking about, you know, premium tint and leather packaging. We're not talking about just, you know, throwing in a nice air freshener. That's not what that is.
Dad, you know the only place right now that I've done seven startups, you know, in the last like month, you know, the only place you can get 27 first now, startups. Yeah. Startups is the cheapest place that today you can still get that 27 first that, you know, tomorrow is going to be worth way more. So boys, like go all in on those startups and get those first for sure. It's Don Belive. Thank you. It's so we've got a PPR super flex, 1 QB, May 2 QB2. Sorry, it's not 1 QB. QB2 is Bryce, right. RB1 Bijan, Hampton is the 2, wide receiver Nico, wide receiver 2 Lad, 3 Tet, tight end 1 Warren, flex 1 Pierce, flex 2 Tate, bench Lemon, and BTJ. Should I pair to tier up, or or am I good to go? Dad, is he good to go?
I'm rolling with it as is. The only thing that I would consider, because if you look at your bench guys, both Lemon and BTJ are not maxed up in value. If you want to try to improve a Bryce Young, I'm fine with it, but your running backs are absolutely phenomenal. Your wide receivers are good. You have an elite tight end. You're fine there with Tate as your flex 2. I'm waiting, because I think BTJ is a guy that if you trade him today, you're going to regret it. You know, like he could absolutely blow up and retain value quickly. So I would try to get, maybe if I could take Bryce Young and add a second and get a Jared Goff, get a Dak Prescott, maybe something like that, or even tear down off of Bryce Young and get down to Matthew Stafford, you know, so you're going to score points. But Bryce has been okay and adequate in the past. I always say this, play it in quadrants. Play out week 1 through 4. And if Bryce is wet in the bed and BTJ hasn't popped off, pair the 2 of them together and just kind of get it there. But the rest of this team looks really good. So I'm not messing with it. You don't have to score points right now. So this is the way I'm rolling with it.
Get Bryce Young some diapers. I'd go ahead. I'd pair up BTJ with Bryce Young and try to get up there. But like Dad said, just wait. First 4 weeks, BTJ blows up. Now you're in that Trevor Lawrence range versus that Jared Goff range. So there's a good point there. Hold on, play a couple weeks, see how things go. But Bryce is definitely the weak point of that roster.
All right,
If
I'm going to
Bryce
take
Young,
some of these. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say, if Bryce Young gets that 5-year bag, during this season, like, does that change
You gotta
his
be
installation
good.
to you guys?
No, you
Yeah,
gotta be good.
it's
It
just-
doesn't matter to me. Tua got it. Penix is gonna probably get it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like,
Fair enough.
doesn't matter.
Five more years of mediocrity. I'm not in. D Middle 98. He's thank you for the super chat. Hendo, Tate, a late 27 first, or Olave and Jeremiah Love. Snoog, what do you think on this? I mean, I look at this and I'm like, Hendo and Tate, Hendo and Olave are pretty close. So then it becomes Tate in that late 27 first. I do prefer Hendo slightly over Olave. Is this enough to sway you off of Jeremiah Love, or are you going to roll with it?
I'm gonna take Olave and Love here. If that was a mid or random, I would take the Tate side maybe, but it's tough because I do have Hendo over Olave by a good amount. And then it's like Tate in a first for Love, which seems really good. It's just hard for me to sell Jeremiah. I'd never thought we'd say this, but just based on, I know it's a lot of the redraft crowd. People are so low on Jeremiah Love. Like, people just are not in on him. They think he's going to have a mediocre rookie year. You don't get to see a guy go top 3 often at the position. And when they do, historically proven, they've been RB1s. Buy into this guy every way you can in redraft and dynasty and best ball.
Mike Woodley says he's startup, and Brandon, you've been killing the startups lately. He said he has an offer for Tate for a random 27 and 28. So we're talking startup here, and he probably just drafted Carnell Tate in the 4th round because that's kind of where he's going. So would you pay your 27 and 28? Because if we're talking round 4, they are truly random. If they're early, like it could go either way. Would you trade your 27 and 28 blindly to go get Carnell Tate, or do you think that the picks are a little bit better themselves?
I think it really depends on what you're doing with your team, and you've got to have a plan. And we'll talk about that in tomorrow's show and what the scoring settings are. But no, I'm not paying a 27 first and second that, without a plan of what I'm trying to do for a receiver. If it was a dope running back in a PPC league, maybe. But
yeah,
I'm not making that trade. There's just the variance is there's too much that can go wrong with your team that if you torch a 27 and 28 first, you're dead for the next 2 years without a way to rebuild. So I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm perfectly. I hate dealing both my picks. Like I'll deal the one, I'll deal my 27, but I'm not going to do both of them. It just feels a little bit off when you do those kind of things. So guys, continue with the hashtag signed up. We really appreciate that. Gun Bunny 92. Let's add him to the wheel. We are at 29 super chats. I'm going to dip back to the regularly scheduled program because, we have a lot of good trade questions to kind of cover. We're going to go over those. Super chats are a little bit light tonight, but that's fine. We're in the middle of the hunt there. We're at 30. We get to 40. We're going to do something a little bit better here for you. So let's go to trade number 6. Boot.
Jacob, Tyler, Twitter. We've got the 105 Tet and 27 first, or Jeremiah Love in a 27 second. Dad.
So this one's a little bit more interesting, right? Because I got to take Tet here. I mean, if you need the running back, you even go Jadarian Price Tet in the 27 first. This is where you look at this and you're like, I don't necessarily. Yeah, let's get a Calvin.
Yeah, that's a bad.
Yeah, you can say it. That's Tet by a mile. You can say it.
Sure.
It absolutely is.
We love, but come on. Like, at this point, maybe we made Tet a buy again, Dad. Because a lot of people are sour mouth with him and like everyone's trying to get out of him. Maybe you buy back into Tet now. I just got him at 312 in a startup. I'm okay with that price if I'm rebuilding.
Yeah,
you're just trying to talk yourself back in on it because you just drafted him.
Come on, you got to do it. You got to do it.
For sure. Trade 7. We've got Richard Suggs. Suggs, thank you for the website. A startup question. I have the 101 and 112. How should I attack the draft? Snoop,
okay.
How should it's such a tough question because it's like, what do you want to do and who you're playing with? But like, what would you do?
Josh Allen by a mile at the 101. At the 112, I'm finding myself, depending on how the league's set up and what the format is, 101, it's Josh Allen regardless. At the 112, I think you can do numerous things. I'm really loving the QB value in like rounds 4 or 5, and even like Dak and those guys around 4 and 5, or 7, 8, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, those guys. If you want to punt QB2 and take a Neighbors there, take an Amon-Ra, someone like that, and get an elite wide receiver or 0.25 point per carry, go with like a Love or a Genty type of running back in that range, I'm fine with it. But like if Daniels is there, Lamar's there, they're falling, get that dual elite quarterback threat, and then hammer RBs and wide receivers home in like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th rounds. That's what I've been doing. I've been making some crazy builds like this. To be honest, I actually don't pick in the 1st round. I sell my 1st round pick in every startup I do.
That's where I was going with that. That's where I was going with it. If you have that pick,
that's not the question.
I'm tearing back and getting 2 seconds or a 2nd, 3rd, and a 4th. And I'm throwing darts, and I have 3 picks to that. And that's what I'm doing personally.
I do that in every startup. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I told him, I said, I'm trying to go from 101 to 103 or 104 and get a big upgrade because I want Bijan or Gibbs because the quarterbacks are so good in round 2 and 3. And at 112, Bauer seems to be the guy that I'm trying to get everywhere I can.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk about more of that tomorrow. Tune into the show. Trade 8, Cole Babar, Twitter, Jefferson and a 27 3rd or Javonte late 27 1st and a 28 1st. Are you reaching for the bell, Dad? Or
yeah, Jefferson's not worth 3 firsts anymore.
That's a huge haul.
And I love it. He reached out on Twitter. He was like, "Hey, what do you think of this trade?" And I every time people ask me a question on Twitter, I give him the calculator. He goes, he's like, "I don't need the calculator. I'm already on the site, and we got this. You know, we're just trying to spread that love." And what Boot shared there, I think, was phenomenal. Where it was like, dude, if you get your friend to sign up for a $34.99 and you get that, dude, you're playing this thing for free. One of my friends, he actually is a commissioner of league, 16-team league. He's like, I just sent it out to everybody in the league. He's like, they're gonna find you anyways. Why not get a little bit of cash for myself and get a free year by everybody else signing up? Love that.
Love it. Trade 9, Dynasty Citadel Twitter. Thanks, brother. So we've got Scat, we've got Ward 27 1st and 2 28 seconds, or Lamb and Mendoza. Snoog.
Ooh, I'm gonna take. I want the Scatabo side here.
100%.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
I'm really not. I like Mendoza and I like him for the NFL. I'm just struggling to see what his ceiling is going to be in the NFL. Like, if they give him elite weapons, sure, he can be like that high level passer, like a Goff type of player. The weapons are atrocious. Like that Raiders offense, it's Genty and Bowers. That's it. Like, they need to build around him more for me to like that. I think he's more of like a year 2, year 3 type of guy. I'm out on him completely unless I'm like full blown rebuilding right now.
I think he's going to be absolutely fine, but you're right. I mean, he's not going to start right off the bat. So it's going to be a different type situation there.
Yeah.
Trade 10, Travis Belts, Twitter. We've got CeeDee Lamb, Dad, or Javonte Ladd in a 28 3rd.
I want the elite asset.
Yeah, it's CeeDee Lamb. I think a lot of times people try to take like good level assets and they're like, oh, well, I have this elite asset and I'm two pieces short of contending. Give me Javonte and Ladd. And in redraft, that's fine. In Dynasty, that's going to burn you bad because CeeDee Lamb is an elite level asset that you're going to want on your team as long as possible.
I can see in a 0.25 PPC, this makes it a lot closer if you're like a contender and you need the running back, and I could see that being pretty close to fair. But so we've got JJ 3317 Southampton for Brees plus a 27 1st and 2nd PPR. Dad, you already have thoughts on this one?
No. I mean, I think there's a difference between what we were talking about. Jadarian Price is very similar to Brees Hall as far as value, but that was a mid 27 first. This is a late 27 first and a late 27 second. I don't quite see the value. I always want to insulate, but I mean, I would almost kind of go back to this guy if I really wanted this, and I would sell Hampton and a 28 second for Brees, a 27 first and a 28 first. But I'm not. I feel like this one here, I think, is too much risk.
I don't know. That one's close for me.
I really like buying into Scary Terry right now. I actually think he's gonna have a good bounce back season. Like he could have like Keenan Allen's and those guys in the past have had like those big 30, 31-year-old seasons. I could see it. Like he's the only guy other than a rookie 3rd-round pick, Antonio Williams, who we do like on the show. But if Terry's healthy, he should have a top 24 finish.
I mean, the coach is saying that he wants to pepper him with 10 targets a game. If that actually
Yeah.
happens, I mean, he's going to have a wide receiver, maybe
He
even
doesn't
wide
have
receiver
that
one.
skill set to be that type of
Yeah.
player, though. He's like a vertical threat, like playmaker downfield, but like the yak and the route running stuff isn't really there with him. It never
If they
was.
don't add Diggs or Ayuk, I mean, what do they?
Yeah.
Who do they throw to? Antonio Williams? I mean, he's going to eat. I think if they don't pick up anybody.
Yeah, for you guys that are listening to the show, Snoog's reading them off the screen, but it says, "Are contenders trading Scary Terry, or should we trade?" I mean, if you're contending, you hold on to him. You're not going to get much more in a second. Avril the Goat says, "Tootin or a mid-27 first, or would you take a 28 first?" I think a 27 first. I would take any 27 first over Tootin, but I mean, Boot, are you taking a 28 first for Tootin? I feel like that's too far away, especially in point two.
No.
He could pop off.
He could. I'm not doing it.
And he's coming back here.
Let's go.
Tate, or we're talking another one here. Late 27 1, late 28. Is there a gap there? Would you trade him for 2 late firsts?
Yes. If I can guarantee that they're 111, 112, I'd buy him for that. Like juggernauts. I'm talking teams that everything needs to go wrong for them not to be. But if they're mid, random, I'm not doing it. It's a little bit rich. But it's probably about what he's worth.
Yeah, I did it in one of mine where I traded a late 27 and a late 28, but then I threw him Jaden Reed, who I don't value at all, to get Devontae Adams thrown back in. So it needs a little bit of that extra juice in there.
Spice.
Speaking of juice, I love this. For the love of the game from Charles Sweeney. He's kind of getting things rolling there. That's fantastic. We've been rolling things out in our marketing group. You guys see this right here. We've been hard at it, watching the screens, trying to get you guys going.
Can't wait to meet all of you.
You see, we got everybody there from Smash just taking care of business. So, it wouldn't be a Smash show without the graphics. Next one here, awesome. Dion's Raw. That's everybody's boy. Not ready to compete. Boot Breets or random 28 first and an early 27 second if you aren't ready.
Oh man, it's so close because I'm really high on Brees. I think everyone's sleeping on the contract that he got. I think everyone's sleeping on the Jets and what they could be a year from now. It would really depend on where I think that 28 first is going to be. If I thought it was going to be late, I think I'd be on the Brees side. If I thought that was going to be mid, I think I would take the 28 side.
I feel that.
I'm taking the 28 side because I think it's in Smash 18 where he's rebuilding and kind of retooling a little bit. Love this. Ice Kill signed up for the love of the game. Dion's Raw's coming back. He won the full year. I hope he wins another one because he's just killing it here.
Come on, man.
Non-contend. I love it when you see guys on YouTube because I just saw Holy Smokes is crowned our #1 guy for the most comments on our show. Dion's got to be top 5. Snoog,
you're gonna let him beat
this seems like what you've been talking about is Tet's too cheap. Bryson Stowers is way too cheap. That's got to be Ted or Roy McMillan all day long.
Oh my God.
People are just, I think people hear what we say about him and now they're like, shit, we got to get rid of him. But buying into players like that when the market starts, reacting like that.
Yeah. B.A. Jesus, for the love of the. Go ahead.
I want to just give a quick update. 70 subscribers away from 10,000. Guys, there's a chance. If you're watching and hear it, we are 70 subscribers.
78.
I'm probably going to do something crazy again that Dad, I don't even know what's below ramen noodles, but whatever that level
Tuna
is,
can.
Dad's going to be doing that after we hit 10,000. So you look at the fear on his face right now.
I'm still going to drink these. You know what I mean? I got to cut out somewhere. B.A. Jesus for the love of the game. Jay Cutiger for the love of the game. My man Parker Ruse, Chuba and Worthy for looking like to be any first. It says late 27 first. This is how you win in Dynasty is you get rid of players like Chuba Hubbard and Xavier. I like Xavier Worthy, but this is just
flying up draft boards right now, Dad, in the ADP underdog community. I've done like 40, 50 drafts there. Worthy is flying up, so but you can't
Rice
take him over first. Sure. Yeah.
Urban Grizzly 3, thank you for the super chat. Sold ETN for Waddle Tracy 28 second. Flipped Waddle for a mid 28 first. The cascade in there made you absolutely kill that one.
Well done.
Look here because my man with the Mets logo had a couple super chats in there. I feel like we're definitely going to miss a trade question in that area, so I'm going to try to see if I can
keep those super chats rolling. Let's get to 50 tonight.
He said Emeka 28 first, mid to late 28th, 7-second, or Jaden Daniels. I mean, that's Jaden Daniels. I don't care who your
0.25?
quarterbacks are.
Daniels all day.
I don't care what the settings are. It's Jaden Daniels all day. Love this. FF Unc Piff just joined the Patreon. Guys, we got everything. When you guys join the website, you get everything. You get the Discord, you get the tools. Check that out. DM me in there, Uncle Piff. I'll get you set up because I want everybody to see what that is in that first month. You guys are not going to regret it. And it's free right now. I mean, why not give it a shot? If you don't like it, I don't know why you wouldn't like it, but you might as well give it a shot. You know, like when you have those free trials, you have those opportunities. Guys that are already in the Discord are getting crazy discounts with the ambassador. You guys are going to get it for free. Why not try it out? So let's go rapid fire here. Trade 11, Troy Mitchell from the website here. This is an interesting question. I'm going to field this one, then I'm going to kind of kick it back and forth. Mid 27 second and mid 28 first, or late 27 first and 28 third. What I have to say about these is like, let the 27 first appreciate in value, because on the clock, you're going to get a mid 28 first for a late 27 first. I do like the mid 27 second and 23. And at face value, you win this trade. But the 27 first could change a lot. You know, like we're 1 or 2 injuries away from that becoming the 106, 107. And now you get more than that on draft day. So hold those 27 first, because the way it works in Dynasty is it's here right now. It's going to continue to go up until we hit February. Then it's going to hit another level, you know? So like those 27 firsts are only going to continue to increase in value. OG Nigel from the Discord wants to know, Brandon, I'll kick this over to you. AJ Brown and Tootin or Justin Jefferson?
Man, that's a close one. I'm obviously going Jefferson here. But you know, dude, AJ Brown is flying. Dude, AJ Brown is like in ADP he's a mid-second round pick. Like for like redraft. So people are like, and I'm talking like sharps are putting that on him. So I have a feeling AJ Brown is gonna like hammer this year. But Justin Jefferson is just a different asset than AJ Brown. So
yeah, he's 2 years plus. He's a, you know, but I'm with you. If this is like that spot where you need this and it's 0.25 PPC, I'm fine. Otherwise, not even debating it. The gap between Jefferson and AJ Brown is a mid 27 first for sure. But I mean, I don't have a problem with somebody tearing down and doing that. Snoog Aglick here wants to know, in a 0.75 tight end premium. He actually already asked this on the show, so we already talked about that.
Love him by him.
But I'm going to go back to Damian Peterson from YouTube. He wants to know, similar type talk, JSN, or is it time that JSN's kind of hit a peak value? Oh. Do we tear down to Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers, and Casey Concepcion? 3 or 1? What do you want?
Oh, that's a fun one. It's still JSN. Like that's a first round startup pick. I'm looking at like a 4, a 6, and a 7 for a first. I'm not doing it personally. Garrett's probably late third, but I love Garrett. I love Zay. I like Casey, but that JSN, how do you get rid of him right now like that?
If Casey's a 27-1, I'm doing it. We just hit 40 super chats, which means someone's going to win an entry into Smash 24. If we hit 50, we're going to give away 3 free months, and we got good 10 minutes here of the show left. Boot, CJ Dorsey from the Discord, Gibbs or Christian McCaffrey and Jeremiah Love.
Oh man, dude, if that's a PPC and I need to win, I'm probably going the McCaffrey side. If it's not, I'm going to always Gibbs.
Yeah, this is so hard because
that's a lot. That's a lot to give up, like the 101.
If McCaffrey gets hurt, you lost, but you didn't lose crazy. But if you're all in, and there are teams that they're all in and they have McCaffrey and they're going to ride till the wheels fall off, there's a chance McCaffrey outscores Gibbs, and then you get a free Jeremiah 100%. Love, and into next year Jeremiah can close that gap. And Snoog, you're still going Gibbs? I told him Gibbs, but I said it's real close.
Yeah, I told him if it's JT, Walker, or Cook, I'd smash.
Yeah. NDK Dynasty from the Discord, Snoog, wants to know Bucky or Chuba and 2 mid 27 seconds. Now, we all said we're selling Bucky, but at this price, are we buying back?
I would buy Bucky for this. If they're early, I'd take Chuba. But random seconds, like I'd take Bucky at this price, yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's worth the risk.
Jordan from the Discord wants to know, in a rebuild, Boot, you taking Burrow and Addison or a Mecca, Ty Simpson, and the 28 first?
Oh, dude, I mean, it's Burrow.
Yeah.
I think
he's on the right. I think he's on the right track here of like, I think sometimes in rebuild, we look at trying to eliminate points more than we look at what we're getting in value sometimes. And this is too light for me. Addison being thrown in there, like 3 for 1, it's pretty close. Addison getting added in there shouldn't be involved, you know. So
make
I'm
that a 27 mid first, and I think that's probably pretty close for me.
Yeah, I love this one. Roro Facito from YouTube wants to know Rome Odunze or Breece Hall. Breece.
Yeah.
We're doing a third Breece there.
I'm anti-Rome.
Because, well, let's talk about that real quick. Is like Breece Hall's ceiling we've seen 2 years ago. His floor was last year. He's set. Rome, we've seen glimpses, but it's like if both of them have a disappointing year, Breece Hall's still worth value. Rome Odunze's value's in the toilet. So, I mean, it's Breece Hall.
Yeah. Loveland destroys Rome, burdens his own unique character in that offense. So that's where that dynamic kind of goes for me. It's like Rome would need to be a 10 touchdown guy. And I think that's where Loveland fits in. I think Burden's that dynamic yak guy that's always going to get his with his situation. And Rome feels like the odd man out, but he's a great player. I really think he's a good player.
Trade 19, mostly 12 from YouTube. James Cook or Javonte Williams, even if it's PPC, I mean, Boot, you go with James Cook or you taking Javonte in the pick?
I think that I'm probably going to, especially if it's point PPC, I think I'm going Javonte in the 27 first.
Me too.
I am too. And you take that 27 first, hold it in your back pocket. Javonte's going to put up 70% of what James Cook does. But that 27 first, and when you insulate like this off of running backs, now you get that injury. Now you buy Saquon with that 27 first. He fills in. You lose James Cook. You're absolutely done. And the last one for the night from CJ King over there in YouTube. And this one is going to be kind of fun. Trying to repeat. He owns what he says is a 99% lock for the 101. JT and the 101, or do you take Bijan and try to run it back, Snoop?
Bijan. It's close. That's just like the CMC at 101. I did say if it
was
JT.
You just said if it was JT, you'd do it.
Yeah. But like,
no, this is Jeremiah Smith.
I would need to see this roster. If it's not Jeremiah Smith, you get absolutely hosed. So it's like, I hate making those type of moves. With the Jeremiah Love one, we already know it's Jeremiah Love. It's guaranteed Jeremiah Love. This one, it's not guaranteed the 101.
He said 99% though.
Yeah,
but people will look at a bad team and say that's the 101. You got to look at the bench. You got to look at the taxi. All of that matters for your max points for. If you have a Geno Smith, a Jacoby Brissett, a Jacoby Myers sitting on the bench, that could be why you don't get the 101. I've seen it. I've had so many people tell me this is the 101. Should I do this trade? Show me that team. It's not the 101 when I look at it. So let me see this team, and I'll let you know if I think it's going to be the 101 or not. But it needs to be guaranteed.
I'm taking JT. If it's truly 99% sure, Jeremiah Smith is going to be around one startup. You're gonna get JT will score 90% of what Bijan does this year. Like JT,
he's going
with
in
Daniel
pick
Jones.
6.
Yeah,
dude, he's going.
But if he breaks, if he gets hurt again, what's he worth now? Like that's the thing. That he's a tough one. He's unbelievable when you own him and he's on, but when he gets hurt, nobody wants him.
What's Jeremiah Smith worth though? If it really is the 101.
Three first.
Love this. White Ninja 09 says the boys, the website is fire. Helped me lock 4 101s in the rebuild last year. That's what I want to hear, man. Like you get 4 shares of Jeremiah Love. Honestly, if you sign up for the base level and it gets you to 4 shares of Jeremiah Smith next year, you're absolutely cooking.
Thanking us for years to come.
Big Fish Dog said, just signed up for the love of the game. Appreciate you. We got Snoog's brother coming back. Luther Burden in for a big year, ? I have him to flex, but also have Loveland, Warren, and Laporta in tight end premium. I think he's in for a big year. I know Boot thinks he's in for a big year. I don't mind having Loveland and Burden. I know a lot of guys that message me in the Discord and they're like, I got Loveland, Rome, and Burden all starting. And then we got to diversify. No. 3 guys is not doing it, but 2, no problem.
It's like having Dad. It's like having Chase and Higgins. Like, are you guys okay having both of them? I am.
Yeah, and I think 2 of those guys will be like that. Nick Soko says Genty or Chase Brown and JMO or Breece. It's not even close. I would need something more like in that Judkins range. Ridiculous Rick. I love the graphic over there on the side. Bucky, Zay, Darnold, and Ramondre are Ward and Tet. I wouldn't trade Tet for that entire side almost. Like that's a little bit on the rough side. So basically, Bucky and Zay equal Tet. Darnold and Ramondre are nowhere close to Ward. So that trade is ridiculous, just like your name, and I appreciate that. That's awesome. We are up to 42 super chats. Snoog, we're going back. We're going back to the war room here. Let's get the board ready to go. Let's get the wheel. Someone is going to get an entry to Smash Accept 24, and someone's going to get a free roster review. So if you guys are already on the website, Boot's going to hook you guys up with a voucher to get a free one. If you're not, we're still going to set you up. You know what I mean? We'll get you in there. And if you'd prefer if you're not on the website and you'd prefer kind of upgrading it, just let us know. So Boot, we are ready here. Give me 1 second.
You want me to spin the hashtag signed up 5 names first? Like, 'cause I have a separate wheel for those guys that I've been adding.
No.
Like for the
what?
You said like Snoog throw them up on the wheel. Last time we had 2 wheels, one for the Smash Accept giveaway, and then we did
throw
all
them in
the
this
other
wheel.
one. You want me to throw them all on one? Okay.
Yeah, we get it all on one. We don't have...
All right, cool. Let's roll. So what's first one, the giveaway?
Yeah, first one is Smash Accept 24. So I'm excited because every time somebody gets in there, they're all like, it's like the fish tank in Nemo where they're like, one of us. There's another one in here. Get him going. And who do we have?
I
killed 211. I know he's not in any of the leagues, so congratulations.
Thank you for your donation.
And next one's gonna go with right. The next one's gonna be a free roster review.
Try be thy name.
Oh, that's a first timer there. I love that. I love when we get somebody that's never been on the show before that kind of drops that in there. So, guys, we are 100% gonna hit this tomorrow. But go over there, smash a sub. We're on our quest for 10K. It feels like we've been saying that for like a month, and then we've already passed it. So you guys have gone out above and beyond. You know, it's no longer that best kept secret like a lot of you guys said. But the best part is we got a website now to kind of put you guys over the top. You got the community from the Discord. You have the website with the mastermind. You know, Boots back there like a mad scientist just cooking stuff up. Snoog and I are giving you 5 or 6 shows a week. It's literally everything you guys can need for Dynasty. We're putting it all together, and we still got super chats coming in. RG wants to know Dart or Deshaun Watson, Garrett Wilson, late 27. I don't care if Dart's your QB3. You got to take that. Dart is an absolute game changer. You're not gonna regret picking him up. And I hate dealing for a QB3 because I don't like to have that. But I think value-wise, you absolutely killed that deal. So fun show. We appreciate you guys. Keep hitting those comments, those likes, those questions. Snoog and I have been answering all the YouTube questions. Boot's been grinding back there. We appreciate everything you guys have done. So thanks again for tuning in and enjoy the process.
Let's go.
And go get